If your Amazon listing started switching themselves off, you weren't hacked, you weren't hijacked. Brussels rewrote the product safety rulebook. Amazon became its enforcer, and the off switch is automatic. Today I'll show you exactly what the regulation wants, why your most harmless product is covered, and how to turn those listings back on for good. First, a disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Consult our team or another qualified professional for personalized guidance. Hey everyone, Robert here, a legal consultant, licensed tax advisor, and registered trademark and design representative. This regulation has been our client's #1 emergency call since it went live. And its name is wonderfully boring. The General Product Safety Regulation, GPSR for short. It has applied across the EU since the 13th of December 2025. It replaced a rule book from 2001, and it was written for exactly the world you sell in: marketplaces, imports, dropshipping. So today we'll be covering what GPSR demands, the missing person Amazon keeps asking about, why your product listing itself is now regulated, the plot twist where you might legally be the manufacturer, and what happens when things go wrong. Let's go. First, the mindset shift. Sellers hear product safety and think toys, chemicals, chainsaws, and similar. Wrong century. GPSR covers essentially every consumer product that doesn't have its own dedicated EU rulebook, and it acts as a safety net even for the ones that do. Phone cases, clothing, kitchen gadgets, USB gizmos, home decor. New products, used products, refurbished products, sold in a shop or sold online, all in. The short exclusion list is things like food and medicine, which have their own laws, plus genuine antiques. And the regulation's core sentence sounds harmless. Only safe products may be placed on the market. But safe now comes with homework. Somebody has to have actually analyzed the risks and written it down in technical documentation, even for that phone case. Somebody has to make the product traceable with a type, batch, or a serial number and the maker's name and address on it. And somebody has to be reachable in the EU when a regulator calls, which brings us to the person Amazon keeps asking you about. Part 2. The rule that switched off the most listings. Under GPSR, a consumer product can only be placed on the EU market if there is a responsible economic operator actually established in the EU. 4 candidates can fill the role: the manufacturer if it's based in the EU, the importer if the maker is outside, an authorized representative appointed in writing, or, as a last resort, a fulfillment service provider. No responsible person means the product legally cannot be sold here, full stop. And Amazon enforces that with the off switch rather than a lawyer's letter. Now spot the business model with the built-in gap. Dropshipping from a non-EU supplier straight to an EU doorstep. No EU manufacturer, no importer in the classic sense, nobody appointed. That's not a loophole, that's the exact hole this regulation was built to close. And one more detail sellers miss. This person isn't a database entry. Their name, postal address, and email must physically appear on the product, its packaging, the parcel, or an accompanying document. If your packaging shows no EU address, your product is telling on you. Part 3. And this is the part that connects the law to those deactivation emails. GPSR has a dedicated rule for distance selling, and it regulates the offer itself. Every online listing must clearly show the manufacturer's name and its postal and email address. If the manufacturer sits outside the EU, the listing must also show the responsible person's name and contact details. It must identify the product with a picture and the type or model. And it must carry the warnings and safety information in a language easily understood in the country you're selling into, which across Amazon's European marketplaces mean plural languages, not just English. Those compliance fields Amazon keeps nagging you to fill in Seller Central, that's the article of the regulation wearing an Amazon costume. Empty fields, incomplete offer, deactivated listing. The fix is unglamorous and completely doable. Map every product to its manufacturer and responsible person. Collect the addresses and warnings, load them into the listing fields, and mirror them on the packaging. Boring? Deeply. But boring is what keeps the lights green. Part 4. The twist that catches private label sellers. You don't own a factory, so none of this manufacturer talk applies to you, right? Read the fine print. If you market a product under your own name or your own trademark, the law treats you as the manufacturer with the full package of duties. The risk analysis, the technical documentation, the traceability markings, all yours. Same if you substantially modify a product before selling it. And yes, enjoy the irony with me. In the last video, I told you to put your trademark on your products to unlock brand registry. Congratulations! That promotion came with a legal department. To be clear, the trademark advice stands. Brand protection is worth it 10 times over. It just means your brand needs a paper trail behind it. A supplier who hands you test reports and documentation, a file you could show a market inspector, and batch traceability so a problem in one production run doesn't nuke your entire catalog. Own the brand, own the binder. Part 5. The machinery behind the curtain. The EU runs a public alert system called SafetyGate, where dangerous products get flagged and marketplaces are plugged directly into it. Authorities can order Amazon to pull a product and the platform must act within 2 working days. If your product seriously hurts someone, the manufacturer, which may be you from Part 4, must report the accident to the authorities without delay through the EU's business portal. And if it comes to a recall, the regulation even scripts your apology. The notice must be headlined as a product safety recall, and it explicitly bans the soft words companies love, like calling the recall voluntary or precautionary. Affected customers must be offered a real remedy, as a rule their choice of at least 2 options among repair, replacement or refund of at least what they paid. Fines for all of this are set country by country, so I won't quote you a number. But honestly, the fine isn't the scary part. The scary part is the commercial one. Deactivated listings, stock stranded in FBA, and the buy box your competitors are enjoying while you dig through paperwork. Prevention is embarrassingly cheaper. Lightning recap. GPSR has applied since December 2024 and covers virtually every consumer product, new or used online or offline, with homework attached. Risk analysis, technical documentation, and traceability. Every product needs a responsible person established in the EU, name, postal address, and email on the product or packaging. And drop shipping straight from outside the EU is exactly the gap this closes. The listing itself is regulated, manufacturer details, responsible persons, product identification, and warnings in the right language, which is what Amazon compliance fields actually collect. Sell under your own brand and the law calls you the manufacturer, so build the binder behind the trademark. And when things go wrong, SafetyGate, 2-day takedowns, accident reporting, and scripted recalls with real remedies are waiting. The off switch is automatic, so is staying compliant once it's set up properly. If your catalog got hit, or you'd rather it never does, here's what our international e-commerce compliance pack covers. We audit your catalog product by product, sort out who the manufacturer and the responsible person are for each one, set up the representative arrangements where you need one, fix the packaging and the listings fields, and leave you with the documentation file a market inspector expects to see. One project and the dominoes stop falling. Book a free call with us, link is in the description below, and if you know a seller staring at a wall of deactivated listings right now, send them this video, smash that like button and subscribe for more straight talk e-commerce compliance. Thanks for watching, and remember, compliance with the law prevents the flaw. Till next time.